Alright, welcome to my road to Seismics. Now, I didn't have an intro, so I just decided to kill some Erets while I decided to explain everything that I was going to do. It's pretty self-explanatory. I'm not going to use any of my money. I'm just going to make a huge loot tab, the usual road to anything, pretty much. Mainly doing this just to kind of motivate myself to finally get Seismics. I'm probably going to go for the Singularity as well in this series. So, I don't really know how often I will upload, as right now I've been in a bossing mood, but sometimes I'm not always in a bossing mood, so it's really dependent on what I do. If you do want to see drops, go a little bit further into the video, but not that much, because I actually only did two things for the past 3 days, and that's Calphite King and some rots. And when I say some, I did like 6 to 10 kills, and that's it. And some Slayer loot, because I just decided to do some Erets since it was my task. Now, I don't use Dragor Maces. I was letting Brianna borrow my Rapiers, since I was doing that for DPS at Calphite King. So, in the series, pretty much to sum it up, I'm not going to use any of my money for it. So, my 100 mil plus that I have in my bank, it's not going to go towards. It's going to go into a huge drop tab. And now what I do with splits that I get, I put them in the Spirit Shards. So, I will be showing pretty much how much money I make by showing you the Spirit Shards that I get for splits. Usually I just take the item and sell it, so it's a very accurate assumption of how much I make per split. So hopefully that helps. That's why you'll see a ton, little spoiler there, of Spirit Shards. I did get extremely lucky through the past, well, it's more or less 2.5 days pretty much, of Calphite King and some rots, as I decided to make this series 2 days ago, and then I was like, oh, you know what I should do, just start making a big loot tab, because usually when I do Slayer, I get like 30 to 40 million worth of loot, and then I just sell it, because I have a full bank of items, so I really don't have to empty out my bank ever, so that's really helpful. And Erets are a very packed place in Curdle's dungeon, so that was kind of really annoying, because I don't like slaying with other people. I just like slaying solo. It's more of what I like to do. And I know that I'm not doing the best of abilities and stuff, that's mainly because I'm lagging. Because usually when I use a recorder, I get really laggy, so it's not really good to record for a long period of time. Like I said, I just did a large recording just to get the opening out for you guys and let you know what I'm doing. Now, obviously, I'm still going to be able to use any potions I have, like my overload and stuff. The only things that I will not include are loop halves and tooth halves, because I like to collect my own crystal keys and then use them. I don't really sell them, I just make the crystal keys and then use them, pretty much. I will probably add Kingdom of Miscellanea loot, possibly. I'm not entirely sure, just not the low-end stuff that you get from there. So, another thing is I did not record all of my drops, because I believe I have got over 10 Dragor so far. And I've actually gotten every single Dragor except for one, and that's the Mace. And most of my team for Calphite King was 4 to 5 man. And I did get one duo drop, so a little big spoiler there for you guys. So I did get a duo drop, which was really nice, and it was actually the first kill was a duo drop, and you won't see it in the news feed because I turned my global announcement off because I was with Brianna, and then she decided to go to bed, and I was going to try to surprise him with a Dragor drop, but instead I got a duo. I really kind of wish that I did get the reaction, but I don't really record whenever I play because usually the sound is really bad. And you can actually see in these clips how bad I lag when I actually record, as things actually kind of seem sped up, but it's just because I'm lagging so bad. Alright, so we're going to get into the drops in like 10 seconds legitimately, and you will see the drops that I do get. I don't show the price for all of them either, just because that'd be a lot of effort on my part, and a lot of work as well. But I do show some of the drops, like first drop was a Dragor Rapier, main hand, which was a nice, I think it was 12 or 15 mil split. Now I will definitely tell you that the main reason I did Cup Viking was because you get so many effigies before it was nerfed. I was legitimately getting around a 1 to 3 ratio for effigies. Every kill I got at least an effigy every 3 kills, which was extremely nice. And these were split among 4 to 5 people. Most of the splits were 4-man, though. I did get some 3-man splits, which was really nice for the drops. Now, as you can tell, I did share all of the regular drops, like magic seeds and stuff.
Rapier, man.
And there was my first Drygor drop. It was a Drygor Rapier duo, which was really nice. It was a 30 mil split each, so here is all the loot. As you can see, a lot of it is mainly Cup Viking loot, not really rots. As I was going to go there, but I was just really bored, and I was getting a bunch of effigies from Cup Viking, so I just stayed at Cup Viking. I got over 2 million Dungeoneering XP just from the effigies, and I got a crap load of XP in other skills. It was really, really nice. I was getting about a combat ratio of 1 to 3, so for every 1 million 1 million combat XP, I got around 700,000 Dungeoneering XP. So it was really nice, and I hope I didn't mess it up, because I think I did, and I'm sorry. You should get it. But there's just a regular loot, around 30, almost 40 mil, which is really nice. And as you can see, I have a lot of Spirit Shards. Now what I decided to do was sell the Spirit Shards to show you how much in value the Spirit Shards are. And then I'm going to make them into packs. So next video, if I do get any splits, you can see just the splits from that day. So that should show you that in that time period of how much money I actually made from splits and non-splits. So that should help you guys out a little bit and not get too confused when I start a new episode. I kind of feel like selling all the drops and then putting them in the Spirit Shards. I mean, if you guys want to see that instead, I will do that. But I don't know if you guys wanted to see a big loot tab of all the stuff that I do get, which would be pretty interesting, I guess. But it's going to get kind of annoying when I make next video because you won't know the exact amount I got. So I do hope you guys enjoy this series, and I will make sure to keep this going. So far, I think we're at 170 mil, so bye.